Welcome to Atmoseeker. I'm Sebastian, and this is another Monday night live stream in the garage dungeon laboratory, and we are just going to be playing around with a lot of dungeon-y tiles and stuff. You can see I've got a few like lights and things I've pulled out. Hey Jimmy, welcome from Belgium, rainy to Belgium. Yeah, we're sunny Australia at the moment. It is 10:30 at night though, but we've got a warm one tomorrow, 31 degrees. So it should be pretty hot. I'm not going to be working in here in the daytime because there is no air conditioning in the garage dungeon, the gungeon, as I like to call it sometimes. But yeah, I'll be working during the day. But now it's nighttime, so that means it's time to get all dungeony. I've got a few lights, some fog and stuff, and there is a competition out on. Let me just double check that my audio's coming through, because that would be a good start. It looks like it's coming through all right. We're a one-man band here, so appreciate any shout-outs in the chat if you see things getting a little funky. Thanks very much for joining. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, I focus a lot on tabletop atmosphere, tabletop gaming atmosphere. That's kind of like sound effects, lighting, fog, how to use terrain, how to make your encounters more immersive for your players, for your dungeon masters, if you just want to make an extra special encounter or something. And tonight we're going to be looking at just, I've got a bit of dungeon terrain just around me. We've got some, I got boxes and boxes. I have shockingly built up quite a collection of just a whole hodgepodge of dungeon terrain and stuff. So be good to kind of dust it off, take a look, because there's a competition on Facebook to create a tomb room for the Geisengacks. This isn't sponsored by anything, but they've got something to do with I think there's like some kind of like book or something coming out, the Tomb of Geisengacks. And this is kind of just a little competition they've been running in the Creative Adventure Tables Facebook group. If you're not part of that group, I'm in there lurking around, so it's a great group if you want to see similar stuff like we're going to look at tonight. And yeah, there's a lot of very talented, creative folk in there, so worth a check out if you're interested in seeing more crazy tabletop gaming setups. Yeah, thank you, Mind Norm. It's good to hear. I'm coming through nice and clear. All right, so just let me know if I'm getting a little too excited here. I've got, I was going to try, I want to have some nice underlighting happening from a lot of the terrain that I'm going to have set up. So I'm going to use some of these like small LED, like smart panel-y things. I can't even remember the last time I used these, so we're going to have to see if I can get them working. Well, that's going to be a good one. If they're not even working, I might have to even like hook these up, try and get going. But if that's not working, I've got some backup type lights and stuff. But I really wanted to have like that underlighting glow to them. I don't even know if that's working or not. Help me out here. Let me just give it a little reboot here. See if we can get that guy booting up again. But I was kind of hoping to have some nice kind of like underglow, and the thing about this Geisengacks competition is that it is kind of more inspired by classic Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm kind of keen to use some more kind of classic monsters, whether it be like your gelatinous cubes, your beholders. I really like that. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that like classic AD&D monster set you can get that just has all the like goofy original designs of like the beholder and stuff, and like the bullets and the Ross monster. I have seen that. I missed out on picking up at PAX. I wish I did, because it was a lot cheaper there. Something to keep in mind for next time, definitely. All right, well, this is giving me some problems in booting up. Let's try pulling out some of this terrain. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm gonna go with like some of my homemade tiles, or if I'm gonna go with some of the 3D printed stuff. But we're just gonna have a little bit of a play around tonight, see if we can make something fun. So the competition is mostly it's quite a bit of a challenge, because you have to post one photo of the room to kind of just get a good explanation of what it is. I think there's like a 300-word description. To me, the fun part is putting the dungeon together. Oh, so we got a whole bunch of 3D printed tiles as well. Let's see if we can show this. So we got some 3D printed tiles here. These are, what's that? The printable scenery stuff. Oh, you can look at the classic cartoon. Yeah. You know what? Ashamedly, I have not watched the classic cartoon. I've only seen like bits and pieces. But I do love that style. Yeah. And then I've got a whole bunch of handmade dungeon stuff as well. You might be able to recognize some of this stuff from older videos on the channel. Let's see if we can. I don't mind the handmade stuff. So these are like some of the first terrain stuff that I made. So the idea with these was that they could be flexible, kind of like. Let's get a little closer here. Yeah, it was that these could be like walls and stuff, but you could also kind of flip them over, and it could be like risers, which would be cool. I only have 4 of them because I made them out of foam core like ages ago. I thought this could be the beginning of my structure here. We're just going to be playing around with the layout. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to have anything final tonight, but hopefully this is going to kind of give me some ideas. Just kind of working with the pieces that I have on hand. I do like the look of the homemade stuff as well. Because, yeah, you got those individual bricks. You got some of the carved detail stuff. And we also have these bigger kind of like dungeon tiles and stuff. So you can get quite elaborate and big with a lot of these layouts. My first initial thoughts was some kind of dungeon that was had some of the classic monsters, one of these like gelatinous cube kind of things. So you can see here, I've got one painted. So the way I painted this one was just airbrushing with some acrylic inks, and that just kind of like tinted the clear resin. These ones haven't been painted. This one's got a little bit of this one's got a little bit of chip on his shoulder. That did not print right. This one had a little bit of an error. I printed these ones recently, so I obviously some of the supports failed or something there. I'm thinking of kind of like patching it up with some hot glue or something, because it's mostly printed pretty well. You never have too many cubes. I don't know why I printed. I only have 3. Maybe I should have gone for an even number. Ole, welcome. Hey, good to have you here, buddy. We're just looking at just crafting a little bit of dungeon. We're gonna play around with some tiles, some dungeon terrain, some fog and lighting. See if we can make something look nice in the end. I don't know why these panels aren't lining up for me. It has been a hot while since I've booted them up, so I'm wondering if I need to like update like the firmware on them or something. Something to drink. We got a nice little themed skull glass here to get all dungeony. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. Not too heavy for us, Ed. Want to be know what we're doing here. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We're just having a little relaxing here. Cheers. Just look like the cube is moving real fast. Alright, well, these panels aren't lining up, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm guessing I need to update firmware or something on these guys. That's a bit of a bummer because I wanted to be able to use those. I'm gonna have to fix those off camera just because that's not gonna be that's not gonna be interesting to watch me kind of swear at lights. Try and forget a place to pop these. I'll pop these in here. But I do have other lights here that I could use to get a similar effect. We've got some little pocket LED ones and stuff. But yeah, let's play around with the layout first. I probably wanted to have those kind of together first because If I was going to have underlighting, it would be good to have those kind of like into the terrain and stuff. But I had thought of some kind of like puzzle or something where you have these, let's see, you have these tiles. What? I haven't pulled out the homemade stuff for a long time. These are actually made pretty well. There's no video on the channel of how to like make these or anything, but yeah, if you take a closer look, it's just EVA foam, like it's an EVA foam square, and on top we've got just these are squares of what do you call it? Foam board. Yeah, just glued and cracked and aged, and I'm just kind of, some of them are like varying heights and stuff to kind of create this little look to it. Quite like the texture on that. It's quite good. But I did make these the same height and stuff. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, if you missed it, we're just kind of taking inspiration from the Guys and Gax competition on the Creative Adventure Tables group. It's a good group to check out if you're interested in those kind of like setups. Oh, we have the same shot glasses. Cheers. Cheers to that. I'll drink to having the same glasses. I got these ones at Aldi. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try getting some kind of layout together. I've got some really old tiles here too. Stuff like some of the stuff I'm pulling out tonight is like, oh, this is Sebi's first terrain crafts. Let's see, I was thinking like some kind of puzzle where you have these channels and you have the cubes, and the cubes are moving through these like slots. And those slots are like, maybe they run like experiments through them or something. Yeah, we're gonna play around with the lighting a bit later as well. Hopefully get something cool. Oh, where's that group? The group's on Facebook. Creative Adventure Tables. Yeah. Also, I am trying not to back Guys and Gax, keep to save some monies. Yeah, I know. So some of the stuff on the last live streams and stuff has been like, oh, this Kickstarter. I mean, I'm not telling you guys what to spend money on or anything. Actually, I don't think I've even backed that Kickstarter or anything. It looked cool, but like honestly, it's just like, man, I don't even have time to run like regular stuff, like all the books and whatever I normally have. Like I just picked up the Dungeons of Drakkenheim book, and I haven't even read that. So yeah, I kind of feel you. Like I want to save some money. I want to, like, it's a cool looking Kickstarter and everything, but yeah, I kind of want to save some money too, I think. So it's even good to just be able to use my own homemade stuff. Oh, the competition didn't start yet. I think it's still, it says it is until entries must be submitted by March 24th. So, I don't know. I think it's just a good excuse to kind of just get in here and play with some dungeon tile type things. I don't even know what we're making here. Some kind of cube dungeon with the gelatinous cubes sliding around. I'm gonna have some fog in here too, I think. I don't know. It's gonna be in the details. I don't know. I mean, if you run any like homebrew stuff like me, usually what I'll do is I have like a goal of what the encounter would be, or what kind of those features might be, and And then try... Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if the Kickstarter has started yet. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you now. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll usually have an idea of what that encounter is, or even if it's kind of inspired by a module or something. I mean, there were a couple of things I really liked about... Oh, that guy came clean off the base. Son of a bitch, that's one of my favorites. My little rogue guy. This is Grum. What are you doing, Grum? You gotta have to glue you back on, pal. This is my little rogue dwarf, my little gross dwarf. Put him to the side. I'm gonna have to clean him up. Alright. Wizard. Oh, that was something I really liked about the D&D movie, because it had some of those classic monsters in there. Let's start turning on some lights here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of dungeon mood happening. I'm gonna use, let's see, we're gonna play around with a few things. We've got some of these lights, which are these little sunset lights, which I quite like because they're on a little kind of tripod-y thing. Pretty cheap. Just got these ones at Kmart. I think they were like 15 bucks. So we're gonna just turn this guy on. See what we get straight away. So straight away we're getting something. We're definitely gonna need to change the lights here. I'm gonna turn off top lights. Ooh. Oh, it's a little twitchy. I don't know, this plug socket isn't working. There we go. That one's better. Getting quite moody here. Quite moody already. Needs more cubes. That's what it needs. I mean, this puzzle's not really much of a puzzle so far. It is. Don't go in there. Yeah, I don't know. Because you need to give a 300-word description of the tomb. It can be a room encounter appropriate for an archmage wizard tower who hasn't been heard from for many years. That's just a suggestion. Oh, that's super twitchy, that cable. I'm gonna try plugging it directly into the source here. That's a little better. I reckon blue. White. Exposure on here. There we go. Can't really tell from up there, can you? Well, usually, kind of based off the dungeon atmosphere video that I did a while back, we had blues and purples for the lighting. I should take a whole page out of Seb's book. Own advice. Okay, so we got blue and red. I do have some other kind of lights too. Let's see, red. Is that purple? That's blue. It's all blue. I'm a little bummed about those under panels. I really do want to get some underlighting going. I'm going to try that. Alright, let's see if we can get at least like a little LED panel or something underneath there. I reckon it'll really pick it up. I'm not really sold on the layout here. Because it has to look good, because you only get one photo to kind of show this off. So I think I'm gonna have to work out what's the best way to kind of get a good view here. I should play you know what? I need like a goal, a theme. All right, if we've got the gelatinous cubes thing, right? If we got that angle, how would you guys use them to make a dangerous encounter? No wrong answers here. I mean, I like the channels thing. Maybe if they weren't like, maybe if they were just walls and not things you could stand on top of. Yeah, see, that kind of looks all right. You kind of have it a bit more, you know, like you're kind of in these chambers. Cool. I'm gonna go green here. I really want to have that underlighting here. It's gonna stuff me up though. This is playing havoc with all the cameras. If they're inside the cubes, there's something the characters want. That is, I like it. Like that. Something the characters want in there. Dial this way down, way down. Okay. Wow, this is playing havoc with this camera. Green cube. Ah, I really wanted those panels. It's alright, Seth. Just work with it. We can make something cool. Trust me. Okay, so if we have that. Maybe something the cubes characters want, and maybe also something they don't want. Reminds me of the old frozen dwarf puzzle I did a while back. There were zombie dwarves, and they were frozen in like almost like a cryogenic kind of thing, and they had to get like the crystals that were inside them. So they had to wake them up and fight them, fight them to get the crystals out. It didn't go too well. Because I think I had it all planned out for like this freezing ray to kind of like trigger on every round and everything. It was pretty late in the session, so it was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure if everyone's feeling this like whole puzzle kind of thing now. So yeah, I don't know. It didn't work out too well. But maybe this could be the second version of that, where we iterate on that idea. Make it even stronger. Alright, so they've got the cubes, have something inside that they want. It's the best thing. It's the... Hang on, let's put this... I'm gonna just screw this onto the shelf here. I'm gonna try a different light here. Try this wave light here. See if we can get some nice wavy ripples happening. Okay, this one's USB powered too. I'm just playing all of this off a. That does look cool actually. I can change the color of that. Where the hell are all my remotes? There you go. I do like the idea. Oh yes, already did a play test, and it was it did not go well. Oh, that's much better. Oh, it's the white balance that was off. Okay, there we go. All right. I see. I like the ripples. It makes it look dungeony, like sewery. Maybe it's a sewer. All right. The old wizard's bones. The old wizard bones are inside there, and they're trying to get him out. And actually, I'm gonna get one of these black. Get some card here. A bit dusty. all the wizard bones or wizard's polymorph went wrong, and he's the cube. Can you polymorph into a cube? Sure. I mean, we can do whatever we want, right? So far we're about 20 minutes into the stream, and I have nothing. I have nothing here. We have some dungeon tiles. I have nothing here. But I do want something. Even if it was just like, I like the idea of something inside the cubes. I'm gonna bring something outside of the cubes. Or they gotta talk to the cubes. We'll just have like some stairs going down from these. Okay, this doesn't look better. Okay, we got. Actually, it was pretty good putting it on that board. I mean, that just looks like a classic sewer something. It's like super bright, maybe. I don't know. That is not working out for me. But I did want some underglow happening. Maybe it's this camera not playing well with me. If I go lower in exposure. No. See, I'm not sure if this camera was made to handle this kind of level of atmosphere. Don't know. You know, chuck a cube in there. You know what? Let's just get a little fog going. Yeah, just have it. At the moment, we're just having some fun, I think. Alright, for fog tonight, I'm going to be using the Real Game Effects fog monster here. This is an old one. I don't think this is the Fog Monster 2 as well, I think. Yeah. I don't think they sell this anymore. But if you're looking for an alternative, I've got a video on the channel that looks at the something very similar. It's called a reptile fogger. And basically, you can get a whole bunch of it's water-based fog, so it's not gonna like fill up a whole like room. Actually, I should get a little bit of room haze going. Whew! Pardon me. I have been also playing with some of these. We've got some of these sponges I've been playing with. At the moment, we've got it coming out pretty lean. I have to work out how to like incorporate this. Where we got it? Where are these sponges? Stipple sponges. There's absolute chaos in here. I cannot find a thing. Another thing, I'll be a bit more organized here. Let me get some furniture going on this thing though. This might help with it. Oh, is it down there? No. Ah, it's right there. Found it. I put it there so I wouldn't forget it. Alright. Good job, Seb. Alright, so I've got something I've been trying out. I noticed on some of those like super insanely expensive like fog machines that you can get for like film stuff, the little portable ones. I keep having those pop up on my my stream of social stuff because I search fog machines all the time. And I'm not buying these. These are too expensive. I can't use them on the channel because no one else is going to buy them. But something I've been noticing is that like when they want like the wet, like the it's like the dry ice kind of like effect, they have like some kind of like decelerator on the front of it, which I've worked out. It's these sponges, so they're like these stipple sponges or something. And I got a pack from Amazon. These are like, I think it was like $5 or something. But they're really kind of nice. Like, we got like densities to them. And I think what they do in those like expensive fog machines and stuff, they run them through they run the fog through there. So if I get a bit more kind of like speed happening out of this guy. All right. So then if you just put it in like that, you can see it just completely slows down that fog. It just becomes this like smoldering effect. Yeah. RPR's channel. Welcome. We are live right now, playing around some fog and lighting and stuff. Trying to make a dungeon, just haphazardly from a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try and blend it into my little dungeon hole here. That's what she said. Yeah, so this, I mean, if you haven't seen this thing before, this was a project I did on the channel to hide like a little fog machine in there. So maybe I'm just gonna pop it in there. Let's see if I can. Oh, it's completely filling that thing. Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can try and get this coming through. Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty snug in there now. I see the fog always makes everything look so much cooler. There's nothing in this room yet. We got a cube. We got some fog happening. Oh man, I love fog. I love fog machines. Thomas, welcome. Yeah, we are playing around in here. Just do a little terrain. We're trying to make a little classic dungeon. You see how atmospheric that thing makes it. Okay, so that's the biggest sponge. I'm gonna just turn that off. Seems like the wrong time to be live, as people should be in bed. Hang on, let's highlight it. Well, look, should be in bed so they can get up Monday morning in Australia. It's lunchtime here in Norway. No, I agree. It's probably not the best time to be live. But it's the best I can do. Like, I work full time. I've got kids during the day. The late night dungeoning. That's the best I can do. And you know what? If I appreciate everyone kind of like tuning in right now and stuff. But yeah, I know it's not the best time. Not the best hours and stuff. But you know what? I live streamed Friday morning, which was supposed to be like better time to stream stuff. Nobody was there. Everyone, it was crickets in the chat. So I don't know. I gotta just do this when I can do it. I think it's good feedback though to know, because I want to make this a weekly thing on the channel for doing the live streams. I want to do it once a week, and I think that's valuable feedback. I think I'm still working out what the best time I can do, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, they look like aquarium sponges. Yeah. Oh, Borocho, welcome. Good to have you here. There is a dragon in there with a 2-pack. What? There's a dragon in there with a 2-pack a day addiction. Yes, definitely, 100%. Or just hotboxing in there. Yeah, it is Monday in Australia. Monday night, yeah. Well, I mean, weekends are tough. Like, I mean, I could do weekends, mornings and stuff, I guess technically, but you know, it's just a little bit harder, you know, with the kids and stuff. And since this all needs more cubes. We're gonna get some monsters in here and stuff. I need some stuff for like context. We got a wizard. Try a wizard on there. Yeah. Come on, mate. Lunchtime for Borotrol. Great time to watch some stream. Well, that's good. Yeah, maybe I'll just try and keep it a tight 60 minutes. I don't know how long your lunch times are. but maybe that's oh, I gotta use my favorite bridge. Oh, just it's, where is it? It's a handcrafted job. It's a hand job. There we go. I'm gonna work out this bridge into it. I don't know what what's the deal with this guy, but I use this bridge for everything. It is handcrafted. It is just made from like foam core. Let's just say it overhead for a second here. Okay, we're gonna focus here. Yeah. So it's like foam core for like there. It's all like pencil and stuff. I think it's mostly foam core there. So like foam core around there. Even these like little posts and stuff. Foam core, and then there's like string on that. 7 a.m. Monday morning in Pennsylvania. Wow. Oh man, I'm super sorry. But really appreciate you chiming in. 7 a.m. Wow, that's dedication. Now that, especially in the chat, if you're in the chat, that means you're a subscriber, and I really appreciate that. That is fantastic dedication. Atmoseeker is just one of those channels that just has the best subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to just go live in the chat here. I'm gonna try going live every Monday, just tinker with stuff, work on things. Or that might change depending on my own schedule and stuff. But I'm gonna try and be consistent. Once a week, you'll catch me live here. Even if you miss it, there'll be like the recorded version and stuff, but live is where it's at, so we can like chat back and forth, tit-tat-tat. That's hardcore. Watching terrain at 7 in the morning. I mean, because he loves it. He's a fiend for this stuff. Okay, all right. Ooh, I think we got something coming on. Now we got a wizard here. We've got some terrain here. We've got. This thing is not coming up on stream that well. Oh, yeah, give it a like. Definitely. Thumbs up. I am notoriously horrible at asking for all that stuff. I don't even ask for that stuff in my YouTube videos a lot of the time. I feel all cringy asking for like subscribers and likes and stuff and everything. I figure if you like the stuff, you'll like it. If you like it enough, you'll subscribe to it. So I don't want to force people into stuff that they don't want to subscribe to. Not that I could, but I just want to make some stuff that jives with you. If you like that kind of stuff, then I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, we've got. I'm not sure if aperture bright enough. Well, I've got it actually on. Hang on, what's this? I'm not sure if aperture bright enough even to stand against the full-size lamps. Well, I've actually got this on 9% power at the moment, so if I go like full bright here, it's gonna blow out these cameras. These ones that you guys are looking through are just like webcams, so they're gonna struggle with some of the exposure and stuff. That the one above me has some of the a bit better. It's a DSLR one, but this is the first time I've done this in a live stream, so it's kind of good to test out. Lots of green happening in here. That is very bright. I'm gonna try and turn this off so we can get a little bit moodier. Ooh. Let's see. Stop. Mode it down. Slower. I need slower. Oh, fast. Faster. Slower. Oh man, this remote is not great. Subscribing is free after all. And you cannot rely on YouTube to let you know when Seb has released something new. That's true, and I am notorious for being extremely inconsistent with a lot of the content that I put out on. because usually I take my time on making some videos. The Patreon is a good place to go if you want to see some of the behind the scenes stuff I've been kind of working on. We've got some good projects in the works, but we're going to try and keep going once a week with the live streams. We're going to see how long we can carry that torch. But yeah, if you want to catch any more content, it's going to be on the live stream, on the Patreon and the Discord. So if you haven't already, good place to hang out with other Atmoseekers as well. I definitely want to get a little bit more like detail and stuff happening in here. Let's get a little fog going. Don't want too much. Don't want too much fog. There we go. There is a lid for that terrain thing. Turn off the fan. I'm gonna turn it set to 1. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Some gobbies going. Let's just for a little bit of context in here. Let's go a little some of these guys. They're chilling. They're liking it. We got any like crates and stuff. It's all those little details which are fun. I didn't realize how much freaking terrain I've got behind me. It's insane. Oh, we got a question about the aperture. This is an extension of that one. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Is it a pro of the aperture light or an old one? Is it useful in terrain lighting? Wanted to buy one, but it's kind of pricey. Yeah, sorry, I must have missed that from earlier, but this one is, man, I think I bought these like two years ago or something. So I guess if it's the old one, I didn't even know they had a new one. But yeah, these ones have been serving me well, just because compared to like some of the like little cheaper LED panels that you can get, these ones have got some really good brightness to them, and the animated effects that they have on here are a little nicer than some of the cheaper brands. Not to say that you could probably get away with some of the cheaper brands like the newer LED panels or something. But I do like how kind of like small these are as well, because they could just fit on. Let's see, get one of these little tripod dealies. Because these have been my nice little portable go-to. So you can just chuck them on one of these. There we go. Got this guy on a stand now, and they got the diffusers, which are pretty nice. So yeah, look, they are pricey, but I mean, Aperture make good quality lights, so I don't know. The only thing I don't like is their ecosystem is a bit restrictive. They have you can just do everything manually off buttons here. But they do have a companion app, which is their like Sidus Link thing, which is basically only on mobile. You can't use like any like PC apps or anything like that to kind of like if you wanted to like automate some stuff and have things like, oh, I want this lighting scene to trigger with this and this. Yeah, it's a little harder to do that way. So it's not perfect, right? Like I would love it if it was like a PC app kind of thing that I could like command with like a Stream Deck or something. Yeah, yeah, they're good quality lights, but yeah, I kind of wish the app and everything was a bit better. Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question. Yeah, I'm sure the aperture bright enough to even stand against full-size lamps. I mean, yeah, look, against full-size lamps and stuff, I've definitely used these for like filming. Like, heck, let's turn off the top one here. Heck, let's just change. Hang on, let's just change one of these. Okay, we got a white light here. We're gonna just use this as my like face thing. So it picks up, like, it can kind of light things. But yeah, it's I mean, it's a small light, so it's only gonna be as yeah, it's compared to like a bigger kind of fixture and stuff, you know. I mean, if you've got more questions and stuff, I'm happy to kind of stumble way through something, but hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of how it looks. All right, now we got some these guys grooving in here. It's kind of similar to the dungeon atmosphere guide that we had on the channel a while back. Actually, kind of want some doors in there. Oh man, this actually. There we go. We've got. Oh, hello, welcome, Tan. Came here from a Hero Quest FB group a few weeks ago. Subbed instantly. It's great to see fellow Australia and Melbournians. Let me get up, find and learn tips for getting Atmo gear locally. Yeah, look, honestly, Amazon has been my best friend for a lot of this type of stuff. And DJ City is quite good. They've got a lot of like fixtures and stuff for like they actually have good like demo rooms if you wanted to kind of like go and see if you were like interested in doing like the DMX style setups, stuff if you wanted to see like fixtures and fog machines, that kind of thing. That's kind of locally. Arthur Daly's has some good like discount Halloween type stuff if you're local. I think of what else are my haunts. Yeah, probably just like Amazon. A lot of Amazon boxes. Yeah, DMX lights are a little harder to kind of like source and share, that kind of stuff. That's why I've got like those DMX videos. It's hard to kind of like share those. Like, here's the link to this exact light. Oh wait, it's changed like weeks later. This is no longer the cheaper one. These ones are like $400 now. That's insane. Like, I wouldn't pay that much on a DMX light. I would pay like $20 on a light. Okay. A great thing about Aperture is that it's not RGB, but RGB WW. Yeah, that's right. So your objects would not be fully colored in the color of light, and will save their natural color. Pro version, you get the better app, but cost is crazy. I'm gonna have to check out what this Pro version is. But you're right about that RGB WW. So that's obviously red, green, and blue, and white. So cool white and warm daylight kind of stuff. And it's good because you can get those subtle hues between like those colors. Normally, if you have like full blue or something, it'll blow out a lot like camera sensors and that kind of stuff, which makes it a bit difficult if you're like a content creator or something. But yeah, if you just like throw a little bit of white in there or something, or go to more towards like a cyan or something, that automatically kind of just softens that a bit. As we're starting to see with some of these like these webcams, you can see even there's like, that's not too bad. I think I've got it kind of set to like a light blue there. I don't know. I don't know what this dungeon is. It's kind of turning into like just like a diorama at this point. Yeah, the idea originally was some kind of like gelatinous cube thing. Maybe this thing is like pumping out cubes or something. But now we've kind of changed. We've kind of shifted gears into some kind of like goblin goblin thing. Be nuts if I had like an LED inside that thing. I feel like I have something. I feel like I got something that's in there. No, even if it was just like a LED battery. Oh, yes. And we've got some balloon lights and stuff. Let's try to see if I can find something here. Ooh, we've got some corpses. People love corpses. These are actually some of my favorite. These are actually some of my favorite corpses. These ones, I quite like these ones. These are from printable scenery. These little guys. I believe they're just like these guys on stakes, and then I put them into just these little foam core bases, and just put some like what is it? This Vallejo, this mud stuff. And that was it. Pretty good. And I think these were painted up pretty simply too, mostly with like contrast paints or something. Let's see if I can get it. Dude, these are my favorite corpses. Good. Yeah. See, it looks great. I think that was painted very simply, like contrast paints. I think it was like skeleton something, bone something. Where was the fog machine you were using from? Facebook group ran out of everything. Ran out of characters. It had to shorten everything. I see. What's the fog machine I'm using now? Well, this one is the. Let's see. Let me just get my corpses in there. This one I'm using right now is a fog monster. I'm not sure if you can get these anymore though. So, but there is, if you search YouTube, you might be able to find the video I've done recently. Probably it's probably like 5 or 6 months old at this point. But it basically shows an alternative to this guy, which is something used for like reptile enclosure kind of things. It is like a humidifier kind of mist, so it is water based. So you definitely have to like varnish your terrain and stuff, because depending on the application and how you use this kind of stuff, there might be some moisture buildup and that kind of thing. Usually I probably wouldn't have it kind of laid out like this. I think I would have some kind of like almost like a wall around it, but I'm just kind of doing this for fun. It seems like a good thematic way to kind of get fog out of here. I could cut a hole into the back of that thing. But yeah, I would use some kind of like reptile fogger or something. You know, if I've set this to like puffer mode, that might give a little bit more longevity before stuff gets too, yeah, see, that's alright. It's not too bad. Alright, we got some cubes. We got these guys. We should have, see, I kind of wanted to have like an LED inside the cube. Yeah, I don't know. Get some corpses there. Love these corpses. These are some of my favorite corpses here. I just want some kind of LED to be able to throw into this, throw around my corpses here. You know what I'm saying here? Oh. I got these delicious, delicious cubes now. Oh man, none of these batteries are working. Just trying to see if I've got any of these like little LED pucks. No, they're all batteryless. Let's go. Oh, this one's got a little juice. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get that guy. for me. Oh, he's kind of flashing though. What kind of remote can I use for this? I have so many remotes. Sometimes you have like cross signals. It's definitely not that one, is it? Oh. No. Definitely not that. I'm gonna have to get my little remote box out. Which is somewhere. Maybe this guy? This guy's good. Oh, there's a little bit of overlay here. Oh, and it. Hang on. This work for me. It's upside down. No, you're gonna have to find the proper remote for that. Let's set this guy back to green. I do like the green. Alright. There's boxes and boxes of remotes around here. Come on, sit. There we go. I got some kind of remotes here now. I think these are the little guys. So let's see. Green. It's doing something. No, it's not that one. Must be one of the big ones. Alright, we're gonna leave this cube in party mode. See how that looks. See that? Oh yeah. See? Getting a little glow inside that guy. Pretty good. We chatted about Bartrol. We chatted a bit about stream times and content creation. I'm sure if one day you will go full in about hobby stuff and terrain on YouTube, you will scale to sizes of Nerdforge pretty fast. 'Tis the dream, Borotrol, one day. One day. Yeah, look, if I was doing this full time, absolutely, right? Like you'd be able to do all the right, like I'd be able to work out exactly what are the best times to stream and everything. I have like an assistant probably. Something. Going like, oh, hey, what do you think I should go streaming? It's like, oh, absolutely, like Thursday mornings or something. But at the moment, it's just me and my late night obsession here. So you guys are here on the ground floor, but we're almost at 12,000 subscribers on the channel. So we're almost there. So if you're not subscribed yet, or if you know someone that's not subscribed yet, just tell them to subscribe to Atmoseeker. Get me to 12,000 subscribers. We're very close. Very close. Some place like Pet Barn or a reptile specific store. So we're talking about the reptile fogger here. It's something like the Fog Monster priced at. It's a lot cheaper than the Fog Monster. I think the Fog Monster here I paid. I want to forget. I think it was like $200 Australian. And I think I got it at like the Kickstarter or from like their store like years ago. But the reptile fogger that I got off Amazon for $50-60, and that has been a good workhorse. I have been combining it with some like other fog effects and fog machines and stuff for some good heavy fog. I love that it just uses water. It's just probably check out that video on the channel where I kind of talk a bit about more of its like pros and cons. I show a little experiment of how it works with like the terrain and it can like moisture buildup or anything like that. So well worth a check out if you're curious about using that kind of fog technique. Wave effects are great. I love this animation. Yeah, you know, honestly, like the wave lights, these ones, they're like the green one here. Yeah, like this guy up top. This guy is just a workhorse. I think I've gone through several, but I've these were like the first lights I ever used on like for like atmospheric type stuff, for my own like home game kind of thing. I think even that probably I started when I started with the whole Atmoseeker stuff, I just had like, this was before any kind of like YouTube channel stuff. So I had like a pair of these, a whole bunch of like candles and stuff, and that was mostly it for like home games. Yeah, so that's like a great like starter type thing if you're looking to start and getting into this kind of thing. Like you start out with one, but honestly, like just like that effect of like some motion really kind of like adds like what is like normally very like static to like the terrain, to all the like miniatures. Everything's very static. Like you turn all of this off, I mean it still looks fine, but you add that little motion with like this wave kind of stuff or some fog or something, it just gives it that, you know, it feels a little bit more like there's some like life in there, like it's moving around. Put a little goblin in there. Take that, you bastard. He's in. Most of your terrain's bought or handmade or printed. I used to hand make a lot of this stuff. Everything you're seeing actually right now is mostly handmade, like with the exception of a couple of these like these 3D printed stuff or Hero Forge stuff of the miniatures. Like even these were like handmade. These are made from like, you know, like it's like a mesh, like a plastic kind of mesh kind of thing. They're used for like, I think you put it over your gutters so leaves don't go in there. So that's there with a little bit of foam core in the bottom, a little zip tie for the little lock kind of thing. Yeah, all these tiles are like made from like foam core and stuff. So I used to make a lot of this stuff. But now I probably use a combination of each. I probably print a lot just because of the way it is with like work and kids and stuff. It is just a bit of a time saver, especially if I'm trying to get like videos done, and I need something to look nice on camera and stuff. So I'll probably print quite a bit. But honestly, I still love to make stuff. I still love to make stuff by hand. I've got like some projects and stuff I really wanna like craft by hand and stuff. There's pros and cons of both. Like I like with the handmade stuff, it's just got that aesthetic to it, like that handmade feel. And look, it's getting so much easier to 3D print stuff. So it's been a heck of a time saver. Especially with like, I think I've got like a bamboo lab. I wouldn't know for 100% sure how expensive it is. But the bamboo lab printer is like the best no-brains printer I've had, where you don't have to do any like alignment and stuff. It does it all. It's kind of like, it's been exceptionally easy to use. Like I bet even my kids could use it. Oh. How's that light suspended? Which one? The wave light? This one? Yeah, this guy he's floating. He's just hovering there. No, he's got like these are one of my my go-to tools, which are these like, they're called like magic arms. So they're kind of like a filmmaking kind of thing. So they have like a thread at the top, and they've got like see there, it's got like a ball joint and stuff. So you can thread it in there. And this is going into a super clamp. So magic arm and super clamp. I think this is like the 11-inch, I think, magic arm. So one of the cheap ones. I think they come in combos like that with the super clamp and the arm. Which is really handy, because this clamp kind of thing, I keep buying them because they just clamp onto like poles or shelves and stuff, so they're really handy to just kind of like post around, which I love. Yeah, I've got another little favorite thing. I'm just pulling out. This is it's turning into like Seb's nostalgic terrain look at for all like his old terrain. This is what do you want to call it? It's that yeah, you know, it's like the fairy garden type fence kind of thing. But these I've painted them brown, done a little bit of weathering on them, but these have been a good one because you can use them for like battlements, walls, and stuff, and you can, because they're wire as well, so you can bend them in all kinds of different shapes. But I've been mostly using them for like bridges and that kind of thing. That is not a good spot. That is not a good spot for a bridge, Seb. Ugh. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if a bridge is going to fit in this thing, but I do quite like it, especially like putting it. Well, I'm going to move the cube, but I do like having it over areas because then you get like that nice like shadow underneath, which is kind of cool. I like that. That's a bit big though. These look great if you've got like underlighting or something like lava effects. I like that you can kind of bend them a little bit. So if you want to have a little bit of a sag, I've got a couple in like different types of lengths as well. I've got short ones and stuff, which were pretty good. To kind of clip and stuff. Fit a bit better. That is not fitting in this situation at all. I think I just kind of wanted to have that, just so you can see that shadowy stuff there. It's kind of cool. It's on there. Yeah, I don't know what this dungeon is. This is just mostly me playing around with some old terrain here. I'm gonna have to make something for this competition. Oh, something that looks good. I think I can go ahead with the lighting. I think that it's the motivation we're going to work out of like what is this dungeon. I was going with gelatinous cubes. I want to work these cubes into it. I wanted some kind of like gelatinous puzzle, and now it's just a room full of goblins now. But you know what? It has been fun to kind of just like play around with some of this. Let's get some fog happening here. See how this is gonna look. Actually, quite look at the moment. I've got it sitting on one of these like cake board kind of things, one of the big ones. Those are quite good for like laying out some terrain if you wanted to kind of have it set up on that and then pull it out. I really need to put the lid on there. I don't even know where that lid is. Anyway, that's looking all right. That's looking pretty fun. Let's get a different camera angle here. Get the cube back in. There we go. Very nice. So this is just a couple of lights, and the fog really kind of like helps tie it together. But that was fun to kind of like play around with. So if you're new to the channel, we mostly do this kind of stuff. I'm working on a couple of tutorial videos at the moment, which are they're going to be in early access a little bit on the Patreon. So if you're curious in checking on that kind of stuff, we are working on some bigger projects in the background. We're gonna have something. I'm waiting for some terrain from Archon Studio at the moment, because we're gonna try and work in some like cave. It's for that cave Kickstarter that's coming up. They're meant to send me some stuff. So if you're watching Archon, where is it? So I was meant to make a video for you guys. At the moment, it may be when maybe if this stuff comes in during the week, we'll do a live stream and we can unpack it and take a look and see how that comes together. That sounds fun. Maybe secret live stream. I don't know, But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on that kind of stuff. We're gonna wrap it up now. This was a lot of fun, and I think we'll try and do weekly streams. Monday nights for me have been working out pretty well, so we'll see how it goes next time. But yeah, leave a comment if you're working on similar stuff, and always kind of curious to see what everyone else is working out in the community. So if you're on Instagram or any kind of like that thing and you say, hey Seb, check out my lighting, tag me Atmoseeker on there. I'd love to take a look at what you're working on, and let's play some D&D. I want to play some D&D. I want to play some more Hero Quest too. So until next time, I'm Sebastian, and let's create and inspire. Catch you around. See ya. See ya. Oh!